Is that what the prisoners get? And I just watch these things about how they're allowed to have their wife and things come in. Some of these countries allow their women come in and things like that. Pretty bizarre. But no, they get what they deserve. Hard time, meaning they do nothing. Try to make somebody work for you. Does that make sense? Well, I guess they're just so bored. Well, let boredom take them to where they need to go in their next step of life. Because we create the scenario that prisoners get the same rights that we have. If you kill somebody, the morals that we live by are being stepped on. The way people have relationships get squashed because somebody takes somebody else out. So there needs to be a foundation. But the way it is created is not by making somebody a killer. So somebody goes into a gas chamber, electric chamber, and turns on that switch. They're killing somebody. Because somebody's bad, they're killing them. The same as a policeman kills a person. No guns should have real bullets inside the United States. I mean, they have every kind of technology. They can shoot bullets that knock a person unconscious and things like that. Not to kill them. I just read today, it's an older story, but a handicapped child, young person, had a toy gun. Cops came in and shot him to death. You know, every cop I see here in Hawaii has 2 guns. Plus they have a taser, they have a nightstick, they have everything you could imagine. So the only excuse they have for using real bullets, because if they don't kill them, they could get shot and get killed. Well, you're taking a job where you're putting your life on the line in the first place, thinking you're a god, thinking you're powerful because you do carry a gun, thinking you have the right to tell people what to do and how this and that. We need control. But how far does the control legally or should they really go? To controlling what we do, act, breathe, think, smoke, whatever. That's so ridiculous. Thing that grows on your ground was that marijuana and you smoke it. That should be legal. Everywhere. People don't go out and kill and murder and rape and all those things when they smoke marijuana. And opioids don't do that either. Hardcore drugs, heroin, crack, ice, do. The zombie drug. They're dangerous. They're killers. Are they stopping any production of that anywhere in the world? Why not? Again, morals have been granted to all people, so we all have morals now. Don't forget, I'm only saying things that people want to happen and wish for. None of this is real. None of it's happening. I wish upon a star. Why a star? A star is going to grant you your wish. Oh, yeah, I'm one with the universe. Oh, so you get your wish. People have accepted and twisted thinking into this ridiculous idea of what life is, what it's all about. All right, so now, please, you have questions, call in. You have an answer, call in as well. But I just went over the things that mankind has tried to adopt in their thinking as what we should do, how we should be, what should really happen. We need control. I mean, a child without guidance becomes what? Nothing. But you know, in the animal kingdom, without words, certain animals have instinct, which we have, to do certain things. And we don't even know what they are anymore. Because we're programmed to do certain things no matter what. You can do this. This is what you have to do. This is what you cannot do. So what we eat, what we find on the ground, what we grow, it should be man's choice. An individual who does it. So the idea of free thinking is an incredible idea. But do free thinkers come ahead and bring anything important? In the past 100 years, what important discovery? Yes, they are. Animals and humans are the same, just that we consider ourselves better. Sex is the number one drive for animals. Not like, but I said it wrong. Sex is the number one drive for humans, and it's not even the same for animals. So we're a little bit above being animals, or below, however you want to look at that. But Christians, let me say this. Muslims say they follow the same God. I said we all should follow the same God, right? That's what people want. People say we all follow the same God no matter what. That's not true. But Muslims say they follow the same God, except God tells them to do different things. Really? Is that the same God? Jesus never said he was God, but Christians believe he is or did. One sentence in the Bible tries to say that Jesus said he was God, because the person that translated it couldn't understand it. Right, that's somebody just put maybe Muslims worship the moon god. The Muslims worship an angel. His name was Gabriel. Gabriel gave all the information. Well, the 36. I would like put them like the 10 Commandments, but the 36 Commandments to Muhammad, and he created the foundation of Muslim from that. But if you read them, and I'm going to do a show on it. I might get blown up, but listen to what Gabriel said to Muhammad. Why does it get translated into men, and it's always being brought back to man and not people? When anybody ever wrote about man and woman at any level, it's prejudiced of spirit, because spirit isn't sexual. So when we have religions or any path saying the moon god, the female goddess, and there's deities. They're not gods. Mankind calls anything with power God. So the limitation, the lack of awareness, the lack of truth for humans creates the idea that everything's God. The aliens that came here were gods. The deities that were on planet Earth were gods. The giants were gods. Why did the little people kill all the giants? There's a lot of things that do not fit in history, so they take them out. When is humans, going to look for the truth, try to bring it out, or make it come out? Boycott. I live in Hawaii, so it's so expensive for me to get out. Somebody wants to fly me to the White House, I'll get people to stand in front of the White House just to bring the truth out about aliens. All right, I know what you just said. It all can be traced back to Anunnaki. Well, I'm not an Anunnaki fan. I know multiple people that, including the top speakers of the Anunnaki in the world today, I think they're pretty programmed. Now, the program came from one person, Zecharia Sitchin. His twisted analyzing of the tablets to make it say what he wants it to say. It has been proven over and over by different people that work with the tablets, saying this is not what it means, it's not what it says. Now, the Anunnaki could have been a race that did live here. That's up in the air for questionability. But they did not create the human race, and they did not bring the human race to this planet. I go by my past lives, my experiences from Atlantis to now. The Anunnaki did come after Atlantis was destroyed because there was nobody more powerful than them, and they could do what they want. And they started programming people. But that doesn't prove anything or doesn't mean anything to us. If we want the Anunnaki to come back here and teach us what? They didn't teach us anything good in the beginning. We have been massive killers for 3,000 years. So if you think Anunnaki has anything beneficial to give us, why didn't they give it to us 3,000 years ago? They live a lot longer than we do. So, but there's other races there that they're fighting with as well that they can't wipe out. The reptilian race. The Greys, there's 5 different Grey races. Some of them are a little bit less dangerous, but some of them are very dangerous. But we got the Draconians. We got a lot of races out there that are fighting for humans, and there's lots of reasons why they would want humans. So, I'm trying to keep this together, so if I go a little bit sideways, please, I'll try to get back. You believe that somebody just put the black race is the only native to this planet. Well, why would you say that? We got red, yellow, and brown. and black, okay? But there was the blue race, there was the green race, there was the purple race. The whole story of Krishna was a blue being that came here. Green Tar was a green being that was here. So there was different colored races, and that's why it was in Atlantis. To say the black race came here and we were all here, the United States originally, before the whole world was twisted into countries, the Hopi people lived here, always. They were the root race of the United States, of this planet. They are the only race, not the black race, red race, green race, all the other races, have the DNA that they do have. The Hopi people did live underground for a long period of time and came out from underground. They only been finding their caves, their tunnels, and things rather recently. All right. The tall whites, they're another race. I have a friend who worked with them, for real. At least it's his story. I believe him. I sat with him and talked with him and listened to him. He speaks on it constantly. He became friends with the tall whites because of the government. The tall whites are dangerous in a lot of ways. We cannot touch them or we'll die. So are they radioactive? They're more than radioactive. Do they want to work with us? They did. They worked with the government. They have a base up in, there's Area 51, 52, 53, and 54. And obviously, well, not obviously, but the highest one has the worst race on it. The tall whites are on Area 53. And each level is a higher band where it's harder to get to. So within those races, the tall whites, now you should be mentioning the, what's the other white race? Oh man, I can't think of the right word. Not the tall whites, but the other ones that have blonde hair, blue eyes, the Nordics. Well, the Nordics are just as evil as the Greys or the Reptilians are. They all travel on the same ships. I don't know if people understand the difference. The Greys are just cloned beings for the Reptilians. People make up stories. But the Greys have their own mission and have always had it. The Reptilians have a totally different mission. Well, people are trying to say they're hybrids because of their RH factor or X factor. I know a person directly who is one of the hosts on our show, says that directly, and she wants to be an Anunnaki. I had a picture of a person being an Anunnaki. I lost it. I wish I had it. I wanted to send it to the person that claims they're an Anunnaki. Why would you want to be that? It has nothing spiritual in content, doesn't relate to anything spiritual, and they are not good beings at any level. If they were, go back to if you believe they brought us here, what did they give us? The ability to kill each other. What else are we good for? Anything? Having sex, making more people to kill each other. So when we talk about hybrids, oh yeah, there's billions of stories out there now coming out daily, more often than not. Oh, they're a hybrid. Oh, they're a hybrid. So if they really are, so what? What are they doing? Watching us? What do they need to watch us for? See, people take half of a story, half a truth, or a zero truth, make it into half a truth, try to create another story around it, and make it important. Please, tell me I'm wrong. In the past 100 years, what alien race did anything positive for the human race? Oh, they say, what? Save me from a car accident. Oh, they saved it. Things happen by accident. Things happen by luck. Whatever. I would say spirit decides it or not. But sooner or later, when things happen and you're saved, give credit to an angel. Give credit to God. Give credit to an alien. You can give credit to whatever you want. You could have a bad dream and make that your reality, which most people do. Understanding past lives, which is the most important thing you need to accomplish as well, is two things. That and learning what you are as soul. Well, Somebody just said that aliens come here for our natural resources. Well, if you think they like eating our vegetables,